Hey gang, it's JC, and this is the Daily Dose for Thursday, September 6th, 2012, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. We have great television archives up top. We have the eye candy feature right below, and by the way, we archive everything, so you go back, if you missed something, go back and look it up. We have great stuff in the archives, and the results of our rock and roll poll question. Now, we've been off for a week because of the holiday, but we asked back then, before the break, with the Labor Day holiday upon us, have you ever seen, overheard, or known about something your boss did that he or she could have been arrested for? Number one answer, 61% no, but listen to this. A third of you, 34%, answered that question, yes. That you know something, or you've overheard something, or you basically got your boss. And another 4% of you said, yeah, and I'll probably have a job for life because he or she knows that I know about it. I just find that question absolutely delicious. And some point down the line, we're going to have to explore that in depth. We'll see. All right, our rock and roll poll question for the weekend. Complete this sentence. The St. Louis Rams will A, be the same old crummy team again this year. B, be much improved over the last few years. C, surprise everyone and make the playoffs. Or D, not be a part of my weekend. St. Louis Rams, how much do they factor into your life and lifestyle? Please answer down in the corner. We'll have results for you on Monday. By the way, this is the last Daily Dose we're going to be doing from this location. We are moving on Saturday, moving over the weekend, moving to a new place. We bought this house 5 years ago. Things were different at the time in a lot of ways. I am cutting the grass at this house for the final time today. And then it'll be the problem of the new owners, because it takes me 2 hours and 15 minutes every Saturday or Sunday to do this piece of property. It is very tricky in terms of mowing the lawn and then blowing the leaves and the whole thing. You got the pool back there, and I know, don't cry for me, I got a pool, yeah, right. But in any event, moving to a house with far less maintenance issues and stuff like that, and downsizing a little bit, but this house has been great to us. And but it's moving, and isn't moving just the best? Isn't it just Sunday? We're going to be on WGN again. Now, we had a great show last weekend with Bill Maher and Dan Rather, and coming up this Sunday on WGN in Chicago, and I'll tell you how you can listen here in just a minute. We're going to have Joe Buck, because we're going to talk a little bit about football throughout the course of the show up in Chicago. And so Joe Buck believes that something, in his words, catastrophic may occur in very early on in the season that could cost one of the NFL teams a ball game because of these replacement refs. So we're going to kick it around with Joe Buck. That is Sunday on WGN. You can listen online, WGNradio.com, or download the app. I think it's only $1 or $2, called TuneIn Radio. TuneIn Radio for your smartphone, and it gets like 40,000 radio stations from around the country, including WGN 720 in Chicago. So we're going to do that. And then we just got the word that we're going to be on the 24th, 25th, and 26th, the midday show, noon to 3, filling in for John Williams, and the lead into my buddy Gary Meyer, who I just have the utmost in admiration for. So it's going to be a real kick to do a crossover with Gary Meyer up in Chicago. So again, WGN.com, and you can check all that out. All right, let's flip pages here and get rolling. We have some bad news for St. Louis again. It just seems like every time I pick up this wad of paper, there's more bad news for the city of St. Louis. And it says that the Arch is the least impressive United States landmark. The Alamo in San Antonio came in second. Mount Rushmore in South Dakota came in third. All right, well, what's the normal amount of underwear a person should own? New study found the majority of people say it's 8 to 15 pairs of dwear, but 5% say it's normal to have between 30 and 60 pairs. I guess you're going to a Tom Jones concert, you feel like you're going to lose a couple of dozen pair throwing them on the stage. 3% of people say it's okay to own 365 pairs of underwear. All right, let's talk football again here. And with regard to football, Dallas Cowboys, the most valuable team in the NFL. $2.1 billion is what that franchise is worth. And more good news for St. Louis. You saw this coming. The Rams are second from the bottom with a total worth of $780 million. Bears are 8th. Packers are 10th, by the way. The husband of 50 Shades of Grey author E.L. James supposedly told a British magazine that Ryan Gosling is the front runner to play Christian Grey in the movie version. Republican convention won all the cable ratings last week. The first night was seen by 22.3 million people across all the networks, while the first night of the Democratic National Convention was watched by 26.2 million viewers. By the way, if you're wondering what people in show business vote which way, we have some Romney supporters here. Beach Boys, who were Reagan supporters back in the 80s, I think you probably all remember that, with James Watt and Wayne Newton and that whole thing. Everybody remember that? In the days of Ann Gorsuch Burford and David Stockman and man, James Watt, Secretary of the Interior. Remember that story? You do. Frankie Avalon, who I wasn't even really sure was alive still. Arlo Guthrie, of all people. Gene Simmons of Kiss. John Popper, Blues Traveler, who says he's actually more of a libertarian. LL Cool J, Meatloaf, and Hillary Duff are all voting Romney. The Hollywood Reporter, and by the way, that's not a guy, that's the name of a magazine out in Southern California, conducted a poll on 5 new daytime talk shows that premiere this month. The survey asked a bunch of people, if everything aired at the same time and your DVR wasn't working, what show would you watch? And Steve Harvey wins with 36% of the vote. Katie Couric right behind that with 24%. Back to football for a minute. The perfect purchase for football tailgating, at least while it's warm outside. A company out of California sells the world's only mobile stripper pole, which you can attach to any truck or SUV trailer hitch. The pole is on these little 3x3, it's on a little 3x3 stage, and it looks like a fantastic way to create a family atmosphere at your tailgate party. It sells for $399. That's the steel one. If you want brass, it's $499. Company is warning people that the stripper has to be under 200 pounds or the platform could break. And those of you with 200-pound plus strippers at your football tailgate party, you're just going to have to rough it, apparently. American Idol producers have yet to decide what to do with Randy Jackson's empty chair. So until they do, they are thinking about having Clint Eastwood come down and scream at it. Countdown time. Look at this. Man, time is, look, we're only 48 days to the World Series, 55 days to Halloween, 61 days to Election Day, and 77 days to Thanksgiving. And I'm not a fan of Parks and Recreation. I've tried to watch it. I guess I just don't get it. Maybe you had to watch it from the beginning, or, but I don't watch The Office either. These shows that don't have laugh tracks and stuff. Now I did like the Larry Sanders Show and shows like that don't have laugh tracks. But anyhow, I digress. Parks and Recreation. I know a lot of you are big fans of that show, so an 11-minute blooper reel from the show has popped up, and we have it for you. That's JC's Eye Candy right below what you're looking at right now. All right, again, our rock and roll poll question. Complete this sentence. The Rams will, A, be the same old crummy team again this year, B, be much improved over the last few years, C, surprise everyone and make the playoffs, or D, not be a part of my weekends. Please answer down in the corner. We'll have results for you on Monday from our new and yet undisclosed location after we get moved here over the weekend. And again, WGN on Sunday morning from 9 until 11:30, Joe Buck in the 10 o'clock hour. It's a real good interview, so please, download the app, tune in radio, or listen on WGNradio.com. In the meantime, that's it. JC's Daily Dose for Thursday, September 6, 2012, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. And in the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.